Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your November 2018 monthly readings. Hopefully everybody's doing all right and fabulous. Jupiter's always moving into Sag, so this is an exciting time for all of us. Give it some time, you guys. It might take a little while for it to kick in. Just know that. So these readings I'm going to do differently than I do them. Well, I do them different all the time. I have no set way of doing things, you guys. It's just the way I like it. I like to break the energies up. I'm highly sensitive to energy. So, and also I go by how I'm guided, okay? Hopefully this sounds all right. The lighting's not the best. I am out of town. As you can see, different scenery. I'm at a hotel right now. I don't know what's my thing with lamps and lights, but they keep burning out every time I'm around them. And the lamp that's in front of the, or behind the laptop is burnt out. I've asked them to fix it. Little electrical issue, apparently. And then when I was just downstairs to go ask them to fix it, their electrical system went down briefly for 30 seconds and then popped back up. So I don't know. It's quite odd. So I'm going to be pulling 6 cards. I originally wanted 4, but I am going to pull 6 because for Aries, 5 came out. I like even numbers better than I do odd. So there's no system for this. It's just going to be the energies that I receive, and we'll see how it goes, how I interpret it. So what I'm feeling, though, for you, Sag, is I'm getting you guys being confused in some sort of manner. I'm not sure what manner it is, but the 7 of Cups image popped up. You're confused about something. You could have a lot of opportunities or a lot of options, and it's confusing you. And you might, this sounds odd, but you might surprise yourself with what you're going to pick, or you're going to surprise yourself in some manner. You're going to do something that's unexpected, and it's going to shock yourself somehow. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Okay. I also feel like, okay, it could be work. Maybe you're confused about work. Maybe you want to switch jobs. You're unsure. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure, right? Like the way I receive the messages and the energy and what I feel is just timbits, and I got to try to piece it together. There's no system to it, you know? I don't understand it. But I feel like for you guys, I'm seeing water. And I'm seeing an opportunity because the 7 of Cups is, it's a lot of options is what I'm getting. But I'm seeing water, so I feel like an opportunity could be given to you by a water sign. So a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces. Okay, they can give you, they may give you an opportunity, and this is what makes you feel off balance, or it's going to get you off balance when they give you an opportunity. So somebody can give you an opportunity to work somewhere, and it's going to be like, oh my goodness, too many options, right? Or it's going to be like you're looking for a new job or something like that, and this water sign is going to give you an opportunity. All right, you're going to have to make a decision, a practical decision, and I feel like this has to do with Jupiter. Moving. So, because when Jupiter comes into our sign, it's going to be giving us a lot of opportunity, a lot of abundance, and a lot of options. And you're going to have to pick what you want, okay? And it's Sag Mercury time right now. This is my energy, okay? So it's a lot coming at you. Don't react too quickly to it. Allow Mercury retrograde to move out before you decide, all right? Because you can research all of those opportunities, and it could even be for doctors or something like that if you're having some sort of health issue. Before you decide on the person that you want to, or the method that you want to use for healing, you want to research things first, okay? I am getting choked up in my throat, so there's some sort of sadness that might occur. I'm not sure what it is, though, okay? There is some sort of unexpected news that you're going to get. It could make you sad, right? I do feel like some of you guys are going to make a decision and you're going to shock yourselves. It's hilarious. Okay, Mercury and Sag. Okay, it's a lot happening at once. It's like when your phone's ringing, the door, somebody's at your door at the same time, your buzzer's going off for your laundry. You know, you have things you got to complete and do, and it's just a lot happening at once, okay? And whose video was it? Leo's, I think. Okay, the best way I can describe Sag and Mercury as well, okay, because it's Cupid's arrows, it's known as too. It's very truthful, very blunt, very out in the open, no holds bars, all right? You know how they think and they feel because they just say it, whether they want to or not, okay? But it's very creative and positive energy too, okay? A lot of opportunity, but the thing with Sag and Mercury, it's very much like, I used this in Leo's video. If you've seen the movie Up, it's kind of like in the movie Up, there's the dog, okay, in that movie, and the dog gets distracted whenever somebody says squirrel, okay? So that's very much Sag and Mercury. It's like you're just going about doing your thing, and suddenly it's like squirrel, and you're like, what? You get taken off track, right? So just be aware of that, okay? Don't lose focus on what you're doing, okay? Because you're going to have some moments where it's like squirrel, and you're going to be like, oh, and you're going to start chasing it, okay? Like, it's hilarious because it's true, people. Okay, the first card you got is the Four of Cups. Oh, you guys, what the hell? Okay, that could be like the sadness that I was picking up. In some manner, you might be sad. So maybe you have to leave a job or you break up with somebody and it's, you know, everything happens for a reason. So try not to dwell on it, okay? And if that happens, it's due to somebody was wearing a mask, okay? So that means they weren't authentically being who they truly were, okay? You could get... just be careful with the opportunities coming at you because you don't want somebody to take advantage of you, all right? You might need rest or you might need to cry things out, okay? And if you need to cry, I always recommend watching a sad movie, all right? You got to trick your body into it. You got the Nine of Cups, so don't worry. Everything's going to work out, okay? It says happiness. There's a crescent moon here, so the crescent moon can have some importance. But if you need to cry, watch a sad movie. Trick your body into it, okay? I've seen that movie A Star is Born. Super sad, you guys. Great movie, but bring Kleenex with you, all right? Because napkins is not enough, all right? Good movie to cry to, though. Now, all of these opportunities or options that you're going to get are going to make you satisfied. I feel like if you're leaving your job, you like the people, but you're doing what's best for yourself, okay? There's some sort of movement I'm getting that's going to dissatisfy you, but at the same time satisfy you. It is what it is, you guys. I'm not going to lie, okay? I feel like financial-wise, there's a new journey you're taking with that, so that could be like you're starting a new regiment with it, okay? You're trying, you don't want to, with the Nine of Cups, this is gluttony with this card, the negative aspect of it. Okay, there's a lot of positive with it too. It's like make a wish and it'll come true, but just be careful how you word it, all right? Wording is everything when you make a wish. Okay, so for those of you, Sagittarius, happy birthday, the ones that are in November, careful what you wish for because you just might get it. I feel like some of you have a journey that you're going to go on. Okay, when it comes to partnerships, like romantic-wise, if you're single, I feel like you got a lot of opportunity and you're going to be quite satisfied. If you're sexually active, it's going to be great. All right? If you're in a relationship, okay, I feel like you need to reboot your romance. I do. I feel like, okay, you got to talk about what's uncomfortable, okay, or maybe referring to the way, okay, because Sag Mercury is completely blunt, all right? So if you're dealing with those issues, relationship issues will come up at this time. The things that you haven't said with Sag and Mercury, it's going to come out whether you want it to or not. All All right, there'll be truth behind it, but it might not be as tactful as you would have liked. But just know that any sadness or anything that occurs it's when Mercury goes back to being direct, it'll be fine. It'll work out. So if you break up during Sag and Mercury, it's not going to last. You'll get back together. You'll both realize how stupid you were, and then you'll get back together. Okay. Communication-wise in your relationship, I feel like you need to approach it differently. Okay, so if you need, so this is like, okay, if there's a problem that occurs, you need to be using humor to solve that issue instead of being completely blunt and direct with your speech. Okay, so try to use humor to soften the approach. This is also like, okay, where did I get? I was watching a show once and it came up where somebody asked the question like, how do I like get my spouse to do this in the bedroom or whatever? Okay, here's the thing. If you approach your partner with that, they're going to be intimidated, okay? Because they're going to feel like, okay, you've already done that and you know how to do it. But if you say like something like, oh, I came across this article and these people, you know, like, because women read Cosmopolitan and all those things, right? Or GQ for the guys, right? That's a guy's magazine. You can just say that I came across this article and, you know, it was written about so-and-so, if that's something that, like, okay, you might be fibbing a little bit, but it's like, if you're going to approach that topic, you want to approach it in a more playful way and a less aggressive or assertive manner. So by like, you know, if somebody wanted to try something, you just, like I said, you would be like, oh, I read this article, okay, because it's something you want to try, and you may be lying about it, but this is way better than hurting the person's feeling or intimidating them. So you're like, oh, I read this article, and in the article, it spoke about this. Did you know that people did this? You know, and it kind of like makes your idea their idea. You get what I mean? Hopefully that helped you out, okay? I do feel like your resources, you're going to have to take a new beginning with that. Right? In your partnerships with like people, your goals, your ambitions, like communication and things like that, I feel it's fantastic, Sagittarius. Okay? I feel like this is a really beneficial time, even though everybody's like, oh, you know, Mercury retrograde sucks. It's in Sagittarius. This is going to benefit you guys, all right? All sorts of like shit that people have been hiding from you too may come about, okay? Because you're a Sag, so you're going to see what's hidden. What people were trying to hide, you'll see it, right? You got the Two of Cups here. Okay, your partnerships, any plans that you're trying to make, any long distant moves that you want to make, new adventures, new opportunities, schooling, going back to school, all of that is going to be great. The people you're going to come into contact with, they're going to be part of your journey. You know, like I feel communication wise, you're going to be great. Okay, so whatever you're holding on to and making you sad, cry it out, first of all. Okay, you got to get rid of those emotions. If you don't let the emotions out, you're going to substitute it for a negative, what's the word I'm looking for? Outlet. It's going to come out in a negative outlet, like in a negative way. Okay, like partying too much, drinking too much, instead of being able to creatively apply yourself or directing those negative energies into a positive energy, into something that's going to improve you, okay? Like, I feel like with the Four of Cups, it has something to do with yourself. You're disappointed in yourself in some manner. So, like, whatever that is, don't be so hard on yourself, Sagittarius, okay? Don't be so disappointed. Be authentically who you are and, you know, screw everybody else who doesn't appreciate it. Okay, because when you're trying to be somebody you're not, then that's where you're going to fall into problems. The Six of Pentacles, success. This is great reading, you guys. This is going to be fast. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I also see earlier I got like some sort of water sign. It might not be a water sign. It might be somebody, they would have the characteristics of a water sign. So they'd be great listeners, okay? They're very understanding. They would be emotionally mature, okay? They would also recognize your needs over your wants, okay? So if you were telling them what you wanted, they would notice your needs. It might not be in alignment with what you want, okay? They're going to give you an opportunity, though, a chance, okay? I'm also hearing that song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I don't know why. You're hitting a new cycle, Sages, okay? In like in the future, you got a lot of goodness coming your way. Okay, you got to earn it and work for it too, though. Just know that. Okay, you got a lot of partnership. I feel like with partnerships, okay, that can come with family members and stuff. Maybe you have a water sign person in your life that's not happy, and they're projecting themselves outwards. Okay, with the Four of Cups, it could be somebody around you that's not happy with themselves, and they're projecting that all that icky stuff onto you. Okay, just know some of you could also be highly sensitive to others' feelings. So you're picking up on others' feelings without knowing that it's not yours. You're feeling other people. So you might be quite empathetic. Okay? You got a lot of water energy, you guys. You have the Page of Cups. It says understanding. All right, so this is a person. Cups characters are great friends. They're people that can sense what you're feeling. They feel your feels without words or you telling them. They don't need communication. They can feel it. All right, they're good friends. Okay, so when you cry, they cry. All right. I also feel like you have a friend. So say if you're like somebody where somebody cheated on you. Okay, I'm not saying that this is what's happening, but I'm saying that this is what type of friend that you got around you. I don't know who it is. But if somebody were to cheat on you, this is the friend who would like go up and bitch slap them in the face. Like you cheat on my friend, you cheat on me. I feel like this is a really cool person. You know, like when you suffer, they're going to suffer with you. All right? Like you got somebody around you that really loves you. They're caring, okay? And they could offer you something in a practical manner, in a way that you can apply yourself. So it could be an adventure. Maybe they want to go on an adventure with you, or they could take you out and give you gifts, like just take you out for dinner, a night on the town, girls' night out, you know, like rent a hotel or a limo, you know, go out and have a good time with your girlfriends or your guy friends, you know. Some of you could meet somebody that makes you really happy. When the scales get on balance side, you have to learn to balance them out yourself. So this is like when you realize that you've been overindulging too much, you got to pull back and then refocus yourself onto your work life, okay? And then if you notice you've been working too much, okay, give yourself some fun time. But at the same time, it's not just about work and play. You got your goals and ambitions, right? So you got to give yourself time to apply yourself to that too. Don't put yourself too much into one of those categories. You got to kind of like learn to, with the partnership and the understanding and the happiness, like the sadness that I'm getting, it's like you got to learn to put yourself in a little bit of everything here, okay? And then you got the last card, which is it's the Eight of Wands, which is Sag in Mercury. Okay, again, we went over this. Okay, you're gonna have some squirrel moments. Okay. The universe is gonna, it might not be the universe, you know, you might get some people around you that want to like block you a bit, so they're going to throw some obstacles in your way. Okay, so it's basically like the squirrel moment. Somebody's going to yell out squirrel, and you're going to be like, what, and you're going to, like a dog, you know, you're going to be chasing it. Where don't fall for that. But it's funny because this card's like time, right? And I was just talking about your time. You need to learn how to apply yourself to a little bit of everything. Don't deprive yourself of anything. Okay, it's like when you're on a diet. If you're depriving yourself of certain things, well, then you're going to probably overindulge in them, all right, when you deprive yourself. Okay, you got to learn to do everything in moderation, eat in moderation, right? But the Eight of Wands is talking about messages, okay? Understanding and messages is what I just got. Okay, and the Page of Cups says understanding, and the Eight of Wands says swiftness. And what I'm getting, okay, and this is very spiritual too, you guys, all right? Sagittarians are quite magical, all right? We are like the horse in the zodiac sign, but you know, Sagittarius can be very much unicorns. Don't be a horse, be a unicorn, okay? Use your magic. This is when spirit, God, universe, life will show you synchronicities and signs in the direction you need to go, okay? And everything's going to happen in the timing that it needs to. So you might need to release some sadness in order for you to progress forward, okay? There are messages you have to send out, is what I'm getting. So you may have some things that you got to complete, like whether you haven't done your taxes, or you have to talk to that financial advisor, or you have to go talk to a counselor even, you know, like you have to book appointments, okay? I feel like for some of you guys with your health, okay, what I'm getting with your health is some of you guys need to go get some, it's something about, I'm getting the jaw, like dental, okay? So make your local, I don't know why I'm saying local. Dentist appointments might be if you haven't had your yearly cleaning or whatever, or you need some cavity work done. Dentist, okay? Or maybe some of you have a jaw issue, okay? There's something about dental is what I'm getting, okay? With work, I do feel like there could be an ending, all right? There's some sort of, and I mean, I'm going to be honest, when it seems to be happening when Jupiter hits Sag. It could be like in 8 months after like Jupiter's in there, you're gonna end the job you have or career you have and start something new. Okay, you could have your own business. The Eight of Wands is also very creative. Okay, it's talking about information gathering even. Okay, it's 8 wands. There's 8 different ways to do things. 8 different methods to learn things. Okay, there's 8 different methods there's 8 different ways to perceive things. Nobody perceives things the right way, right? So I'm kind of getting like everything's connected somehow. Okay, so just because how can I interpret this? Well, okay, let's give the example of you own a business. You want to know about multiple things. This isn't just one thing. Okay, it's multiple things benefit you in one way. So if you own a business, then knowing marketing will benefit you, but also knowing accountant benefits you, right? It's like everything's connected into one. So there's like an advisor also is beneficial in that category. Something about multiple ways will connect into one. So multiple skills. Okay, there's multiple ways of doing things or interpreting things. Okay. It's like if you wanted to be a baker, all right? I can use this because I'm a baker, right? Like, and I actually years ago I looked into going to get my red seal, and I didn't do it. It wasn't worth it for me. But the thing is, you would think a baker that goes to a school knows more than a baker that has a job as a baker, right? That's not true, okay? Because what you learn in school is very different than what you learn out there in the real world, in reality, okay? You learn a lot of tricks of the trade by actually doing it. So if you wanted to be a baker, you don't necessarily, and you can't afford to go to school, you can go get a baking job and learn the skills that way, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting with this, all right? What you guys don't see is you got abundance coming your way. You got a lot of happiness coming your way, and I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like this is like in the future. You guys don't see this. You got a lot that's going to come at you. A lot of goodness is going to come at you. I mean, in romance, you're pretty hot to trot right now. Don't move too quickly, okay? You got to understand the other person. You need an emotional connection. So what I feel like if you're looking for romance, what you really need, maybe you don't understand it, which is funny because it says understanding, is you've been lacking. You might have had relationships that are very passion-oriented, very adventurous, but what you've been lacking is the emotional connection. You really need the emotional connection and the mental connection. That's very important to you. And it's like if you can't put your finger on what's been lacking, you might want to think about those things might have been what's lacking. You really need to balance things out here. It is saying that, okay? Okay, and it seems like what the Four of Cups is about the Chariot. It's about movement, decisions that have been made, or something that you thought was going to be a victory and it wasn't a victory. Like maybe you took a job and it didn't end up working out for you, but in the end, it's going to work out for you. Okay, but the Chariot has to do with like Cancer. Okay, it is emotions. You got to face whatever icky emotions you have, and if you can't figure out what it is, okay, well then trick your body into releasing it. It just needs to release them. Okay, because if it's like buried down real deep in you, or in your subconscious or in the unconscious mind, then you wouldn't be aware of it. So just trick your body into it, okay? Which means like crying. I just wanted one card and I got two, so I'm just going to keep shuffling. You might have a lot of suitors. I do feel like going to the doctor or dentist, jaw issues is coming to mind. I don't know why. And some of you could get pregnant. If you've been trying to get pregnant, that could happen. Okay, you might have to go see doctors or in vitro, or for you women out there that are worried about hitting a certain age and having children, okay, well, we're pretty lucky to be born in this time and age. Okay, you don't have to worry about, because women have a clock. I'm seeing this clock here, right? Women have a clock, and it's unfortunate that we have to feel a lot of pressure to have children by a certain age. You can adopt, but if you want your own children in the future, you can freeze your eggs. It's not the end of the world. Okay, there's solutions. Don't feel like you're forced to make a decision or do something before you're ready. Okay, because maybe you're not ready to be married and have children now. Maybe you want them in the future, but you're hitting an age where you're concerned, if I don't have them now, I'm not going to have them at all. Okay, well, talk to your doctor here, because I'm getting a doctor, some sort of health thing that you have to go get checked out. It's either check out or ask information about, because the doctor will be understanding. They understand you. They know that you have limited time, but they can freeze your eggs. I don't know why I'm seeing like little eggs here. Okay. And then the child, because a page is a child, they can freeze your eggs so you can have a child down the road. Okay? You just think of it as a failsafe for yourself. You got decisions and choices you have to make. Some of them you don't want to do, and it's making you uncomfortable, but attack those things head on. Get it done with. Okay? Get those, I was going to say monotony. I don't know why, but get those things done that you don't want to get done, okay? That you've been avoiding, don't avoid them. That's a blockage here. Once you attack those things that you've been avoiding, okay, you have a flow of abundance coming your way. But it's like, you know, the universe has grounded you. I don't mean like grounded you, like touching the ground. Like you're grounded until you get those things done. I feel like the universe is gonna like literally be like, you're grounded because until you learn your lesson. Okay, that's what I'm getting with those two cards. Okay, and once you do those things that you don't want to do or are uncomfortable, then you're good to go, man. You're good to go. You got abundance coming your way. Oh, you guys got the rooster. You get this a lot. Oh, man. It's good luck, man. Like I was saying, you got abundance, you got luck coming your way. The rooster is good luck in many cultures, okay? And on the back it says creativity. It says, although the animals of the town were considered too old to be useful, they used their creativity and their voices to find a new home, a new job, find food, and new friends. Speaking of food, I'm quite hungry, you guys. After I do 6 videos, I'm going to go reward myself with some fried pickles. It's like the best food ever, all right? And to balance that out, I'll have like a chicken Caesar salad with it. But I'm getting them fried pickles. It says, all may seem lost, but it is merely the end of a season. Time to find your voice and speak your truth. Now is the time to explore fresh new pursuits that express your authentic self more fully. Have fun doing it. And like I said, in here, there is a mask being worn. Okay, so it wasn't authentic what was happening. okay? So I do feel like there could be something shocking. That could be good. It could be bad, all right? In the future, it's going to be really good. I don't know why I'm getting that. Really good, okay? So just hang on to your seat. You might be on a little bit of a roller coaster right now, okay? But as long as you're standing in your authentic truth, that means going back to school. I don't care how old you are. Okay, my mom's 53. She's going back to school to become a nurse. Whatever it is that's your passion, you got to go for it. You want to be an artist? Go take art courses. All right, go take a pottery class. Get your girlfriend or your sister or your brother to come with you. You know, like I get my family to do all sorts of ridiculous things. Okay, and my friends too. God bless them all. Okay, but do get those things out of the way that you've been avoiding. Okay, your yearly checkups, your dentist appointments, your shots. Make sure they're all up to date. If you're having menstrual cycle problems, ensure that you're going to see a doctor about that. Okay, dark chocolate can really help with cramping. Okay, and I think headaches too. But I know with cramping, dark chocolate's really good for it. So if you're like you crave a lot of chocolate, try to stick with dark chocolate. Okay, avoid caffeine. I don't know if we're talking menstrual cycle. If you're having problems with that, avoid caffeine. Okay, but don't avoid your emotions. You got new opportunities coming your way, and you got a lot of luck on your side too. So just know that the universe is going to protect you. All right, in the process. All right, you guys. Hopefully this helped you out. Namaste, and I will talk to you next month. Ciao for now.